and Rice here in the top of the first inning. And so far, the crowd is disappointing. But hopefully there's a traffic jam outside and they're having a little trouble getting in. Meanwhile, a reminder that the hard-hitting Kansas City Royals will be at the stadium for a big 4-game weekend series, July 21st to 24th, highlighted by New York Bus Service Yankee Photo Album Night and our good buddy Ed Aragoni. All fans attending the Yankees Royal games on Saturday, July 23rd, will receive a 1983 Yankee photo album with full-color photos of all your favorite pinstripers, including 2 of the newest Yanks, Don Baylor and Steve Kemp. That's the Yankees and the Royals, July 21st to 24th. And New York Bus Service Yankee Photo Album Night, Saturday, July 23rd. Well, Dave Righetti has completed his warm-ups. Weininger flips to Robertson, to Smalley, to Campaneris, back to Righetti. We're ready to go. Jerry Remy stepping in to lead off, and ready to lead off for our group, Bill White.
All right, Scooter. Righetti trying for his 10th here this afternoon. He's won 9, lost 3. This is the second time he has faced the Red Sox. He was a loser back on June 24th, gave up 5 runs on 7 hits and 5 1/3 innings. So he's pitching to Jerry Remy. And the ball game is underway. First pitch to Remy is a fastball. It's too high. Ball 1. Remy batting .249. No home runs. 25 runs batted in. Campaneris shortens up for him at third base, and so does Mattingly at first. Righetti's 1-0 pitch to Remy. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Yankee outfield. Pinella playing near the line in left field and shallow. Winfield over toward left center and also in close, and the right fielder Steve Kemp a bit in right center and playing shallow. 1-1 pitch to Remy. Fastball is a called strike 2, 1-2. Steve Palermo is a home plate umpire. Rick Reed is at first base. Jerry Neudecker at second base, and Al Clark over at third. The count, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left-handed hitting of Jerry Remy with Wade Boggs on deck. Righetti over the head with the 1-2 pitch. It's high, 2-2. Bill mentioned the Red Sox have taken 2 out of the 3 games played so far. We should probably say Jim Rice has taken 2 out of the 3 games. 4 home runs for the big left fielder. 2-2 to Jerry Remy. Swung on and fouled back. And Righetti gets new baseball. Eddie Hill's coaching third base for the Red Sox, and Tommy Harper coaching at first base. Final game of this 4-game series, and the Yankees' final game before the All-Star game. 2-2 to Remy. Swung on and fouled back up against the screen. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. This year's All-Star game at Comiskey Park. You ever play an All-Star game there?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did play an All-Star game there. And that was the year that Ted Williams went back for a Ralph Kiner fly ball and broke his elbow, left elbow, leaping and hitting the auxiliary scoreboard out there.
Righetti's 2-2 pitch to Remy. Swung on and missed. Got him with the high fastball. Jerry Remy goes down on strikes for the first out. So Dave Righetti fans Remy, and that'll bring on Wade Boggs.
You know, he threw them all fastballs, Bill, never went to an off-speed pitch.
That's his 78th strikeout. Righetti leads the Yankee pitching staff in strikeouts. He has struck out 78 now. Ron Guidry has 65 strikeouts. And Shane Raleigh has struck out 62. Here's Boggs. He's tough to fan. Batting .361. No home runs. 34 runs batted in. And he takes a fastball. It's too high. Ball 1. On deck is Jim Rice. And he's been a one-man wrecking crew for the Red Sox in this series. 1-0 pitch to Boggs. Breaking ball in there. Called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Rice has not had a... Well, no homer here is cheap unless you get it right down each line. He's hit him to left center and right center.
1-1 pitch. Check swing inside and high. They checked with third base umpire Al Clark. Did not go too far. 2 balls and a strike on Boggs. Now, you've been around here quite a while. Have you seen as many balls fly out of this ballpark as
never.
You've seen in this series?
This whole year, I can't believe it.
Here's the 2-1 to Boggs. Swung on and missed. 2-2. One out, nobody on, no score, just underway from the stadium. The Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. A big 4th of July giveaway here at the stadium. A lot of Yankee caps. Thunderous. Here's the 2-2 to Boggs.
Oh.
Ball strike 3. Fastball caught him looking on the outside corner. And they're 2 outs. And here's Jim Rice. Jim Rice has 6 base hits and 14 times at bat through the first 3 games. 4 of those 6 base hits home runs. And the fastball is sliced foul into the seats off the right side. Strike 1. Rice batting .299, 22 home runs and 58 runs batted in. Righetti working quickly with the 1-strike pitch, and he's high with it, 1-1. Rice leads the American League with 22 home runs. And he leads the American League in runs batted in with 58. Ron Kittle, that fine rookie for the White Sox, right behind him in both categories. Kittle has 18 home runs and 55 runs batted in. Ball is fouled off right side, just short of the upper deck. 1-2 on Jim Rice.
Well, Righetti's challenging everybody with that fastball. He threw 1 breaking pitch to Boggs. That's all, but he tied up Rice on 2 good fastballs.
Righetti has struck out the first 2 and has a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Rice. He gets a sign, kicks and deals a 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans reacting to every Righetti pitch here. Yankees trying to even the series up at the 2 games apiece. 2-2 to Rice. High ball, 3-2. On deck is Tony Armas, the center fielder. Now Righetti decides to take a walk on the backside of the mound. He'll go to the rosin bag. Bill mentioned the Yankees 2.5 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees in 4th place now in the American League East. Here's the payoff pitch to Rice. Inside, ball 4, and Rice walks. And that'll bring up Tony Armas. The Blue Jays have won 43, lost 33. Baltimore a game back. They're in 2nd place. Tigers 2 back. And the Yankees 5 games over 500. They've won 40, lost 35. They're 2.5 back. Red Sox 4, Cleveland, Milwaukee 5, Cleveland 9.5. Here's Armas batting .241, 18 home runs and 48 runs batted in. Rice not a big lead at first. He's being held by Mattingly, and the fastball is a called strike to Armas.
A day like this, you don't like to see anybody walk anybody, but I don't think it's too bad an idea to walk Rice every time he comes up.
Every time?
Joe McCarthy's theory, never let the big man beat you.
Swing and a miss by Armas. No balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, I remember one game he walked Ted Williams 4 times, and he made his pitcher that day, I forget who it was, might have been Gomez, who didn't have a knuckleball, throw him all knuckleballs. He told him before the game, I don't want this man to hit a fastball today.
Why don't you just roll it up?
No, that's making a travesty of the game, right?
High, 1-2. You don't want him to hit? Well, he could have hit him too, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
The easy way to put him on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Armas with Rice at first base. 2 outs, no score in the top half of the first inning as Righetti sets. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Righetti strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left after 1/2 inning of play. The Red Sox nothing, and the Yankees are coming up.
Pro players are available at all metropolitan area Modell's sporting goods stores. All right, John Tudor ready to pitch to Bert Campaneris, Don Mattingly, and Dave Winfield here in the bottom of the first. William?
All right, Scooter. Campaneris batting .320, no home runs, 4 runs batted in. The Yankees had Neto scheduled to play, but he has an eye problem. And Campaneris is playing third, and Don Mattingly, who had been penciled in to lead off, moves down to the second slot. So it'll be Campaneris, Mattingly, and Winfield against the left-hander John Tudor. And the first pitch to Campaneris, bunted fouled. Back on the screen. Bert trying to push the ball to the right side. Oh, it snowballs and a strike on Campaneris. Tudor's won 5, lost 4. Won his only start against the Yankees at Fenway this year. Bunted foul again off first base. That'll make the Yankee dugout. No balls, 2 strikes on Campaneris.
By the way, William, this is the 207th happy birthday to the United States of America. That's right, 1776, right? Remember those days well.
Pitch is high. You reincarnated. Huh?
Yep. And it's a Yankee Doodle Day, somebody wrote down here.
1-2 pitch to Campaneris. Line, base hit, left field. Cappy around first base. He'll hold as Rice's throw goes into second. So Campaneris leads off with a single.
See that so often. Guy tries to bunt a couple of times, fouls him off and misses him, then gets a base hit.
And here's Don Mattingly. Mattingly hit his home run in Boston off Tudor. Pulled it down the right field line. So he's facing Tudor here with Campaneris at first base, nobody out. Don batting at .265. There goes Campaneris. Pitch is high. Throw down a second. Won't be in time. Campaneris got a walking lead. Stole second.
He got a walking lead. Even hesitated a step. That's his best way of stealing bases. And Tudor, even though he was looking right at him, didn't throw over there.
So Campy has stolen his third base of the year. He's also been caught 3 times. The pitch was high to Mattingly, so the count is 1 ball and no strikes. No score playing the bottom half of the first inning. Now Tudor sets. And backs off, and time is called. Now we're ready. 1-0 pitch to Mattingly. Outside as he faked the bunt. It's 2 balls and no strikes. They're playing Mattingly straight away in the outfield. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, lifted to left. Rice started back, now flips the glasses on, comes in and makes the play. And Campaneris has to hold at second base. And there's 1 away. Dave Winfield, the batter. Winfield batting .244, 13 home runs and 46 runs batted in. Dave will represent the Yankees at this year's All-Star game in Chicago.
He'll be the only Yankee, right?
Now Ron Guidry has a bad back. He's been scratched, and Tippy Martinez of Baltimore will take Guidry's place. Dave's leading the American League in game-winning runs batted in. And Tudor checks Campaneris. A pitch to Winfield. Misses inside. Ball 1.
I see where Reggie Jackson's trying to get out of appearing. He's got the bad ribs, and he said he's hitting only .214, but there's been no official word as yet whether they're going to let him get away with it.
What do you mean get away with it?
Well, there's a lot of players that would rather have the 3 off days. Not you or me, but a lot of other players.
Pop foul off first base. It's out of play. 1-1 on Winfield. Well, maybe his ribs are sore.
I think they are.
You think they are? but there's some doubt.
No, I think Reggie's
With Jackson's
ego with the batting average.
Yeah, but he wants to be he wants to be introduced. That red light goes on.
Okay.
74 million people watching.
Yeah, right.
He wants to be there.
I hope he is.
Count a ball and a strike on Winfield with Campaneris down at second and one away. Tudor's pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Winfield. Kneeling on deck is Lou Piniella. Late start here because of the festivities. Parachutists bringing in the American flag. Chuck Mangione.
Very good.
And the pitch misses inside, 2-2. Chuck will probably come up sometime during the ball game.
He's a great interview.
He's a Yankee fan, right?
Oh, yeah, really is.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Winfield with Campaneris down at second and 1 away. Tudor sets. 2-2 pitch. Outside. 3-2. I don't think this crowd's disappointing, Scooter. This is going to be around 40.
I know, but I thought they'd pack every seat.
There's
all the giveaways.
Beaches around here, you know.
Yes, I know it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Winfield. And it's high. Ball 4. Winfield walks. Let's take a 10-second Longines timeout on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Longines is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Campaneris down at second base. Winfield on at first with 1 away, and Lou Piniella's a batter. Piniella batting .326, 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. We're still in the bottom of the first, no score in the game. Don Baylor exercising in the on-deck circle as Tudor sets. And a fake throw back to second base with Remy sneaking in behind Campaneris. And Campy had to slide back in. No throw from Tudor. Both the second baseman, Remy, and the shortstop, Hoffman, shorten up a little bit towards second. Now the set. Remy once again sneaks in behind Campaneris, and this time Tudor backs out. And Piniella decides to take a walk as time is called. Don Zimmer coaching third for the Yankees, and Yogi Berra over at first base. As Piniella's back in, and Tudor's ready. Checks the runners. And the first pitch to Piniella. Misses outside, ball 1. After the All-Star break, the Yankees open up in Kansas City against the Royals. Then on to Minnesota. Then back home. 1-0 to Piniella. Swung on line right to the shortstop, Hoffman. He'll go over to second base, touch up, and they have the double play. Campaneris forced out behind Lou Piniella. No runs, 1 base hit, 1 man left on base. At the end of 1, the Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing.
There's one thing Rachel Stevens does well. Riding a bicycle isn't it. Tower diving isn't it either. What Rachel does do well is drive. So well, she qualifies for Century's special auto policy, which rewards good drivers with good rates. So good, Rachel has money to help pay for her flying lessons. If you're a good driver, call Century, where all's well, even when all isn't.
Well, I got just one more birthday, Bill White. Top off the day. It's Jonathan Trop. Now, he'll be 16 on our off day Thursday, July 7th. And I had mentioned that's my daughter Penny's birthday and John Gordon's birthday on July 7th. But Jonathan Trop will probably be at the Motor Vehicle Bureau at 9 Thursday getting his learner's permit. And that's a hairy experience if you got kids just getting ready for get their permit.
Well, are you going to announce that when he passes, you're going to congratulate him?
Yes, if he passes. But it took me 3 times to get my first license. Bad at parking.
Horse and buggy?
No, but it was the old stick shift with the clutch, the old Ford Model A.
How'd you back them horses up? Whoa, gee-haw.
Yeah, they're easier than cars, Bill.
Here's Dwight Evans leading off against Dave Righetti in the second, and Righetti gets a breaking ball in for a strike. No score. We're in the top of the second. Evans, Nichols, and Stapleton, 3 right-handed batters to up against the Yankee left-hander Dave Righetti. And Righetti's 1-strike pitch to Evans. It's low, 1-1. Dave struck out the side in the first. Although he walked Jim Rice, he got Remy Boggs and Armas. And he now has 80 strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Fastball got the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes on Evans. Yankees playing Evans straight away. There are 4 pitchers in the American League who've won 10 or more games. As the fastball is high to Evans, it's 2-2. Rick Honeycutt of Texas leads with 11. Dave Steve of Toronto has won 10 along with Rick Sutcliffe of Cleveland and Ron Guidry. Here's the 2-2 to Evans. Swung on and missed. Got him with a breaking ball. Righetti strikes out Evans. And that's the 4th strikeout for Dave Righetti. He's pitching like Guidry pitched about, what was that, 1977? 78. Guidry struck out all those people.
125 ball games.
Here's Reed Nichols, the designated hitter. Whoa!
Chuck Mangione. I could hear that flugelhorn. Holy cow. How you doing, Chuck?
4 strikeouts. Look out for Righetti.
Oh, you
Reed Nichols takes high, ball 1. Chuck, how you doing?
Bill and I really enjoyed.
Yes, that's a tough job playing the national anthem with the flugelhorn.
Yeah, the echo in here is just
Now, wait a minute. One thing, White.
That pitch is high.
You mentioned he had the Italian colors on. He's got a few too many in there.
Yeah, well,
Some of them are not.
We got everybody, right?
That's right. All right, I like that, Chuck. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Nichols. After all, the national anthem is everybody.
That's right. You're right.
Drill to right center field. Might be trouble. On the run is Kemp, but he'll get there and make the play. And they're 2 outs. And that'll bring on Dave Stapleton. Stapleton batting .214, 3 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Oh, Rizzuto's checking out again.
Yeah. All right.
2 outs, nobody on, no score here in the second. No score in the ball game between the Yankees and the Bo Sox. And here's Righetti's first pitch to Stapleton. And it's taken for a strike.
That was the first ball anybody hit off. He had 5 strikeouts.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. You're gonna come up here, join us. You just learn how to keep score. You got it made.
It's another journey to a rainbow right here, right?
Here Righetti, he's ready. The 1-strike pitch to Dave Stapleton, and it's high, 1-1. We've got Chuck Mangione with us up here in the booth. He did such a great job with the national anthem. And that's tough with the flugelhorn. 1-1 pitch. Changeup taken low. It's 2-1.
Did you tell Chuck that Phil Pepe was very upset with the way we were pronouncing his name?
Oh, good. I thought Phil came up with something, huh?
Yeah, he spelled it phonetically for Phil, and Phil has done a little bit better job.
Well, do you say?
He should know anyway.
You say spaghetti or spaghetti? You know, I mean.
Ball's popped foul off first base. No play for the first baseman. That's Don Mattingly. Cannot get to it. Chuck, you've been following these 3 games with the Boston. Jim Rice has had a heck of a series.
Well, he sure has, you know. But I'll tell you, the spirit in the Yankee clubhouse is one of cool confidence.
Well, it always has been.
They're amazing, and I've never met such a wonderful group of guys with so much talent and yet so humble and really enjoy playing baseball. They're going to do it.
All right. It's 2-2 on Dave Stapleton. 2 outs, nobody on base, no score in the game. Top half the second inning. Righetti's pitch. Breaking ball, swung and a miss. And that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. We've been talking to Chuck Mangione. And Chuck, hey, good being with us.
Thank you. We're going to play the Canadian national anthem at the All-Star baseball game.
Perfect, perfect. We'll be looking at you.
Thank you.
And at the end of 1.5 innings of play, the Yankees nothing, Boston nothing.
Lee Riders, the name says it all. Lee Riders, the finest jeans with the authentic Western cut since 1889. So let Martin Brothers Fashion and Sportswear stores show you what Lee can do for you with their authentic 100% cotton denim jeans. Lee Twill Straight Leg Jeans in 12 colors, and Lee New ESP Stretch Jeans. Yes, let Martin Brothers Fashion and Sportswear stores and Lee be your first choice. Step into a tradition with Lee Jeans at Martin Brothers Fashion and Sportswear stores in the Bronx, Westchester, Elizabeth, and Bayonne, New Jersey. Well, we got a very important birthday here that we missed on July 2nd, Bill White.
Papa Mangione, up in Rochester, 73 years old.
Oh, man. Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
Little pasta, little vino that night.
Little Chianti.
Chuck says they celebrate all year long.
Well, that's the way to do it. Yep, here's Don Baylor against John Tudor. Second inning, a scoreless ball game, and the curveball misses low to Baylor. It'll be Baylor, Weiniger, and Kemp against the left-hander John Tudor. So far, the story's been Dave Righetti. He has struck out 5. Fastball to Baylor's a strike, 1-1. Tudor with the 1-1 pitch to Baylor. And it's low, 2 balls and a strike. Butch Weiniger's on deck. Baylor batting .298, 8 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Tudor working quickly with the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and pop foul. That'll come back toward the screen. Newman gets a late jump. Now he's coming back, but he'll run out of room. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Don Baylor. It's 2-2 on Baylor. And Tudor gets a new baseball. Looks in at Newman for a sign. Now he's ready with the 2-2 delivery. Outside ball, 3-2. Campaneris led the ball game off with a single. Then he stole second, but was doubled up when Pinella lined to Glenn Hoffman, the shortstop. Payoff pitch to Baylor. Swung on and fouled back. And the count remains 3-2.
Chuck Mangione's got to leave. He's going to draw the winners for all the gifts today.
Baylor lifts one to left, but Rice has room. Coming on, still digging in now with the glasses down. He makes the catch for the first out.
And we'll see Chuck downstairs. Let's hear it. Oh. Hey, Chuck. Chilaluna Menzamari. Okay.
Butch Weininger in. And the first pitch to Butch, batting right-handed, is taken for a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike.
You know, 2 balls hit to left field, Bill. Rice had to come in. I know they were not hit that well, but still.
Well, Rice is not playing shallow. He plays a deep left. And the breaking ball is outside to Weininger. It's 1-1. Butch batting .307, 5 home runs, 19 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch. Line, one hopper, through Boggs down the left field line. Weininger around first base. He'll go to second. And Rice's throw will be into third base.
That was a tough chance for Boggs. That could very well be a double. I mean, that was a short. Up. Error 5. Man, that was a tough error.
Who was that coach at Gonzalez? What was his first name? It said good field, no hit.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I'll think of it in a moment.
He's
always
a Cuban fella.
Yep.
But I think with Boggs, we got good hit. He's having some problems with the leather, but he can hit that ball.
Oh, he can.
So Weininger on at second base, a 2-base error charged to Wade Boggs, and that'll bring on Steve Kemp, the right fielder. Kemp is batting a .268, 9 home runs, 37 runs batted in, and he takes high, ball 1. Kemp shaken up a bit in the collision at home plate during the Baltimore series with Rick Dempsey when he got cut down at the plate. Tried to bowl Dempsey over, ran into a lot of plastic and other catching gear equipment, fouled back. It's 1-1. Don't see collisions at home plate anymore.
You what?
Don't see collisions at home plate anymore.
No, and that was one of the rare ones only because Dempsey got the ball in time. You got to kind of sidestep and try and swipe tag him, or you really get creamed.
1 ball, 1 strike on Kemp with Weininger down at second. 1 away, no score. In the bottom of the second. The pitch is a curveball in for a called strike, 1-2.
You know, also you see a lot of head first slides in the home, which I think is terrible way to. Catchers love that.
Oh, yeah. Well, since they're not blocking the plate anymore, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
So they go up and get the ball and come back and try to tag you. 1-2. Hit on the ground first base. It's a fair ball. Stapleton has it. Throws to the pitcher. Tudor covering. And they've got Kemp, and Weininger moves to third base with 2 outs. That put out 3-1. Here's Roy Smalley. The Yankee shortstop's batting .280, 10 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Weininger now at third with 2 outs. Tudor winds and deals to Smalley. And it's high, ball 1. Weininger walking a big lead off third base. And he stops. Pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Weininger went a long way down the third base line and
I
stopped.
tell you, if he had a little speed, he could have stolen home. Tudor took a big, slow, deliberate windup.
The count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Roy Smalley. Now the pitch. Swung on and fouled back upon the screen, 1-2. Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing. Bottom half of the second inning. Tudor's 1-2 pitch to Smalley. Hit on the ground off first base. It's a fair ball. Caught by Stapleton right on the bag. He touches up there, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, and error and a man left. We played 2. Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing.
we go into the top of the third inning. Scoreless ball game. Only one hit in the game. The Yankees have that. That was a single by Campaneris leading off the bottom of the first. And Righetti in 2 innings has struck out 5 of the 6 possible outs. One fly ball to right field by Reed Nichols. It'll be Jeff Newman, Glenn Hoffman, and then back to Jerry Remy, the top of the order here in the top of the third. It's a big ball game for the Yankees prior to the All-Star break. Told you they trailed by just 2.5 games going into today's action. And that would be a nice, comfortable spot to be in. Everybody get 3 days off to relax, get strong again. The pitch to Newman is in there, strike one call. Frank Messer has joined us.
Well, happy 4th of July, Scooter.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. We've been giving our greetings to... Whoop, did he check it? No, he didn't. He swung 0-2. Newman can't believe it. I can't either. The ball hit home plate. Curveball that... there's the first base umpire, Rick Reed. He said he went around. Righetti threw a curveball that bounced off the plate. We'll look at it again. He stopped that swing. All right, but it's 0-2.
Which side of the radio are we looking at?
Oh, that's right. We got a monitor up here. I keep forgetting. Foul upstairs and out of play, high and deep down the right field line. So it's 0-2. Even the announcers enjoy a 3-day respite, Frank Messer.
Boy, you got that right. Be nice to go up in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, that's where you're heading. The 0-2 delivery outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great to hear from Lou Goldstein.
Yeah, I'm going to go up and visit Lou and Jackie for the next 3 days. Paul Grossinger and the Edis family. Looking forward to it.
It's worth it just to hear Lou Goldstein do as Simon says. High, and it's 2-2. He's all excited. He's going to do a show down in New Orleans for the mentally retarded, I think.
Yeah, Special Olympics.
Yeah, he is really excited about that. All right, 2-2 now to Newman. The pitch struck him out. They asked the first base umpire this time. He said no. He went further that time with his swing than he did the first time.
He really did.
But things even up. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Jeff Newman. Righetti's payoff pitch. Struck him out anyway. Holy cow, 6 strikeouts in just 2 1/3 innings.
Boy, Righetti is strong.
I mean, he's striking them all out with fastballs.
Yes. He's pumping that fastball up there. I really don't know. It's got to be mid-90s. Wouldn't you say?
It's got to be. Nobody has pulled the ball. Nichols fly to right. Even foul balls they haven't pulled. There's a strike to Glenn Hoffman, the shortstop. Hoffman hitting .252, 1 homer, 20 RBIs. Righetti rocks back, and the curve a little bit low, 1-1.
He's got a mean curveball.
The 1-1 delivery. Oh, he swung at a pitch about a foot inside, a sharp breaking slider. Man, he is mean today, Frank Messer.
He really is. This is probably the best I've ever seen Righetti.
Oh, boy. And the fans, of course, hungry for strikeouts now. The windup, the pitch, just missed the outside corner, 2-2.
Righetti's last start when he pitched his first major league shutout against Baltimore. When was that? Last Wednesday. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 8 men in that ball game.
All right. Rags Righetti winds. The pitch struck him out. Holy cow, another wicked slider down and in. His 7th strikeout of the ball game. This is unbelievable. And that'll bring up Jerry Remy, who struck out leading off the ball game. He has struck out some tough men to strike out, Remy and Boggs, who are contact hitters. All right, Campaneris moves in at third. And the pitch to Remy fouled back and out of play, strike one. Greg Nettles was penciled in to start this game at third, but he has conjunctivitis. I don't know which eye. I forget which eye it is now.
I don't recall. Usually if you get it in one, though, it will spread to the other.
Pitch is low, 1-1.
Conjunctivitis is highly contagious.
Yes, also called pink eye.
That's why they used to say when we were kids in school, if you looked at somebody that had pink eye, you would get it.
No kidding?
Oh, yeah. It is very, very contagious.
The 1-1 delivery outside 2-1.
That was, of course, an old wives' tale. It was, you can't get it by looking, but it was. It is. It's. Remember what? A couple of years ago, Oscar Gamble was out for a while, suffering the same thing.
It's very annoying, and if you're hitting up there, you don't want to have that blinking and kind of blurred vision. The 2-1 delivery. Bouncer hits a short. Smalley throws in time to get him. Nice play by Smalley as Campaneris had cut right in front of him. Almost blocked his vision. 3 up, 3 down, end of 2.5. It's the Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing.
It's Sears Auto Centers. Come into Sears Auto Centers for super savings and service you can count on. Save on batteries, mufflers, and Prestone summer coolant. Save 23% on Sears heavy-duty shocks. They're on sale for just $9.88 fully installed. Sale ends July 23rd. Guardsman 21 bias ply white walls are on sale, like our P15580D12. A complete set of 4 tires is just $88 plus federal excise tax. Sears 50 batteries are $25 off. Regularly $64.99. They're on sale for $39.99 with trade-in. And you can always get a great buy on a Sears lifetime alignment. Just $49.99, and Sears will inspect and align the front end for as long as you own your car. And there's much, much more. So don't wait. Come in today and use your Sears credit card. It's your key to the store for super savings and great service. Yes, you can count on Sears, where we install confidence day and night. Available at most metro area stores. Well, you know, I was up there where the weather's nice and cool this afternoon toward upstate New York, listening to our Yankee game. Great Yankee fan, very great friend of mine, High Agents, is celebrating his birthday today, and his son is here in the ballpark watching the ball game.
It's a great day to have a birthday, I'll tell you.
How about that? Born on the 4th of July.
Yep. Andre hits one deep to left field. Rice going back. Now he stops. You know, the ball's not carrying to left today, Frank.
No, it really isn't. The flags are blowing in from right toward the left field foul line.
By the way, Rice made that catch, but he started back as though it were going to be over his head and then stopped and had to come in to make the play. And Andre hit it right on the nose. 1 away. Now Campaneris, who singled and stole second. His first time up. Pitch to Campy, bluffs a bunt, takes it low, ball 1. First time up, he tried a bunt twice and fouled him off, then singled. Got something for us, huh, Messer?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the pitch, he takes a strike, 1-1.
That would have been a good pitch to bunt right there if he'd wanted to. The Yankee Scoreboard is brought to you by members only, makers of outerwear and spectator wear.
The 1-1 pitch, a curve high, 2-1.
Minnesota 5, Chicago 2 at the end of 4. Detroit leads Baltimore 4-1 at the end of 3. Todd Cruz has homered for the Orioles' lone run in that ball game.
A little looper, and that's going to drop in right center field. Campaneris on with his second base hit. Campy just served that softly in the right center. Boy, they had some acquisition at Todd Cruz, Frank, for Baltimore.
Well, he's done a good job for them. Pittsburgh beat St. Louis 7-2 in the first game of a holiday doubleheader in Pittsburgh. Rick Rhoden got the win. Jason Thompson homered. Second game, Cardinals failed to score. The Pirates are batting in the first. Neil Allen against Jim Bibby.
All right, Don Mattingly, the batter. Throw to first. Campy back. Campy got a running start. His first stolen base. Now Tudor gets the sign. Another throw over there.
Montreal leads Chicago 6-1 at the end of 5.5. Home runs Andre Dawson, Gary Carter, and Dawson again. He's hit a pair. Backing up the pitching of Steve Rogers, going for his 12th win of the year. Other games are later starts.
All right, and still another throw over there.
The Yankee scoreboard has been brought to you by members only, makers of outerwear and spectator wear with the style, the fit, and the colors you'll want to wear everywhere. Look for the members only label that tells you it's the original at fine stores near you.
And 4 in a row he's thrown at first base. And you don't usually get Campy when he is standing still. He likes to get that kind of walking, running start. Big lead. Here's the pitch to the plate. The curve is over. Strike one call. Mattingly flied to left field his first time up. Now Tudor sets. And a pitch out, but he was not going. It's 1-1.
Mattingly can sort of sit on a fastball, don't you think?
You would think so with Campy at first. All right, Tudor sets again. As a throw over to first, and Campy's back easily.
He really telegraphed that one. That was not his good move.
Nope. 5 times he's thrown over there now, trying to get Campaneris. He comes set. There's the 6th time, and none of them have been close. Fans getting a little upset. Mattingly steps back out. It's tough on a hitter when this happens. Try to get yourself psyched up and set in the batter's box. The pitcher keeps throwing to first. All right, he's ready. And there goes Campy. Good. Holy cow. Why did Mattingly swing at this? A pop-up. Campy's going to have to hustle to get back. They're going to double him. And they do. Holy cow. Campaneris had that bag stolen without having to slide. And Mattingly swung at it, popped it up into a double play. 4-4-1 for the double play. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left at the end of 3. Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing.
One day, Clyde Heap surprised his wife by remodeling the family kitchen with the family car. Then he surprised his partner by adding a new wing to the company offices and subtracting one from the company plane. Fortunately, Clyde's independent agent had all his surprises covered with insurance from Middlesex Patriot General, even when he surprised his neighbors by re-landscaping his backyard. Middlesex Patriot General, a member of the Century family of insurance companies.
And now let's take a 10 seconds Longines timeout on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Longines is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Scoreless ball game through 3. The Yankees have the only 2 hits in the game, both owned by Bert Campaneris. The Red Sox third baseman Wade Boggs has made 1 error. And now Righetti will be pitching to Boggs, Rice, and Armas here in the top half of the 4th inning. Scooter?
All right, Frank. Only two men have been able to hit the ball off Righetti, and both have hit to the opposite field. Nichols fly to right. Remy, a left-hander, bounced to short. Boggs struck out his first time up. And Righetti's first pitch is high and tight, ball one. Righetti already has 7 strikeouts in the ball game. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Rags comes back, and a drive to straightaway center. Winfield is there, backing up, reaches up. That ball was tagged.
I'll tell you, he hung the breaking ball, I think, to him that time, Scooter, and he jumped all over it. Very seldom will you see Boggs even hit to straightaway center field.
That's right.
Most everything is to left and left center.
All right, one away, and now Jim Rice, who walked his first time up.
Another 4th of July birthday, Jim Bozian over in Hackensack, born on the 4th of July. What a day to be born on, the birthday of our great country.
All right, Jim Rice. Told you had walked his first time up. And there's a high fly to right, but Kemp with plenty of room, moving in under it, makes the catch. 2 men are out. You always breathe a lot easier when you get Rice out.
Especially the way he's hitting right now.
What a series he's had.
4 home runs. He's had 6 hits in now 15 at-bats in the series, and 4 of those 6 hits have been homers.
What a display of fireworks he's put on. Tony Amos struck out his first time up. 2 out, nobody on. And a bouncer hits slowly to third. Campaneris. Nice bounce throw in time to get him. Good play by Campy. Again, 3 up and 3 down, and at the end of 3.5. Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing.
Baseball fans, head for the ballpark in your own official New York Yankee t-shirt. Available to you now from Arnold's Soft Sandwich Rolls. Details on packages and displays of Arnold's Soft Sandwich Rolls at your grocers. And step up to quality at Food Town with Arnold Rolls and a full variety of your favorite fixings for picnics and barbecues, including frankfurters, fresh ground meat, salads, pickles, cold cuts, charcoal, soda, and paper products. For warm weather eating, step up to quality with your favorite foods at Food Town, the supermarket. Well, it'll be Dave Winfield, Lou Piniella, and Don Baylor up for the Yankees here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We talk about Rice's 22 home runs. He and Balboni lead the country, I think. Balboni hit his 22nd last night for Columbus, Scooter.
Unbelievable. Steve Balboni, a mild-mannered giant, just continues to powder that baseball. He's got to get a chance in the big league someplace. All right, Winfield swings and foul tips the ball. Strike 1. He's been swinging at a lot of high pitches lately.
Yes, he has. He's been swinging at pitches out of the strike zone high.
Yep.
Of course, that word gets around. The pitchers know it. Of course, all the Boston pitchers know it because they have seen him in these 4 games.
The Bronx, USA is #1 in the Big Apple. They got a good brochure on the Bronx right here. Yankee Stadium included in that, of course. Great places to go. Guide to dining in the Bronx. Cultural organizations of the Bronx.
Don't forget the Bronx Zoo.
And the Bronx Zoo, that is one of the big features of the Bronx. Winfield hits a high fly. Didn't hit it well. Amos moving in and to his left. Makes the catch. 1 man out.
You know, Rebecca took Mickey over to the Bronx Zoo about a week ago, and they really enjoyed it. Great attractions over there.
Oh, it really is something.
Do you know they got an elephant ride? They'll let the kids get on an elephant and ride?
No kidding.
Yeah. They got a petting zoo over there.
All right. Lou Piniella, who hit a bullet to the shortstop, was turned into a double play his first time up. The left-handed Tudor delivers to Piniella outside, ball 1. On deck, Don Baylor. taking a lot of time between pitches. He's doing it more this year than ever before. Now he's ready. And the pitch is right in there. Strike called, 1-1. Lou turns around, walks out of the batter's box, comes back. Still not ready. He digs a hole and he fills it full of dirt, and then he digs it again.
Just can't get comfortable there, can he?
No, looks like Lou might be getting a note from the American League office like Hargrove did. The curve way high and outside, 2-1. He steps out again, checks his spike shoe, knocks a little dirt out. All right, the 2-1 delivery. Foul to the right side, back in the seats, out of play, 2-2. Let's see what he does this time. He makes sure the umpire knows he's not quite ready. Now he's set. The 2-2 pitch, foul upstairs and out of play, right over our heads.
Looks like Lou's really backed off the plate now, Scooter.
Yes, it does. I tell you, he does that, changes stances so often, according to who the pitcher is. Again, Lou puts the stop sign up. Doesn't want the pitcher to pitch while he's not looking. Now he's ready. And the 2-2 delivery, foul to the right side, back in the seats, out of play. And Lou will take another little stroll. Tugs at his batting glove. Checked the attendance while he was looking around.
Maybe he's got a new clause in his contract.
And again, the stop sign as he digs the hole a little deeper for the back foot. Now he's ready. And Tudor's 2-2 delivery. Foul back off the umpire. That hit Steve Palermo solidly with a foul tip off the mask. And it's still 2-2.
See Palermo, as he opens both hands up, he still evidently works the plate without using a ball and strike indicator.
That's very unusual.
It is.
All right, once again, the 2-2 pitch. Foul back on the screen, out of play.
I've been told for that as long as Palermo's been around, he has not used the indicator, which is very unusual. I have to wonder if one of the other umpires might just keep one in case.
I would think so, because there are some times when the scoreboard might be wrong and could be a big argument.
Palermo keeps it in his mind, and one thing I like a lot of things about Palermo, but one thing, after every pitch, he will indicate the ball strike count with his fingers, which is, I think, always good.
Very good. How about Jerry Neudecker? He lets you know on each pitch.
Yes.
The pitch again, hit deep to left field. Rice has got room, though, back near the warning track at the 387-foot sign, makes the catch. Now, yesterday, that ball would have been out of here.
Yes, it would have been. That ball would have been in the visiting bullpen yesterday.
Yep. 2 men out. That'll bring up Don Baylor, who flied to left his first time up. There have only been 2 hits in the ball game, as Frank told you. Campaneris has both of them. Red Sox, no runs, no hits. They have made an error. A pitch to Baylor. Foul on an off-speed pitch, right off the end of the bat. Strike 1.
Tudor changes speeds very well.
Yeah, he and Righetti very smooth out there today. Curve way outside, 1-1. Each pitcher has walked only 1 man, though Tudor has not struck out anyone. Righetti has struck out 7. The 1-1 delivery, foul again off the end of the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Indication Righetti has thrown probably more pitches than Tudor has.
Oh, yes, absolutely. 2 out, nobody on, no score, bottom of the 4th. A foul upstairs and out of play. On deck, Butch Weiniger. And the 1-2 delivery. Fly ball left center, but Amos is going to get there. He's calling and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 4, it's the Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing.
We direct your attention now to the center feature area under the scoreboard, where Chuck Mangione will draw the winning ticket numbers at this time. All of the winning numbers will appear on the scoreboard by the middle of the 5th inning. Please watch the scoreboard to see if you are holding a winning ticket. If you see your number on the scoreboard, please remain in your seat, and a special officer will escort you to receive your prize. We repeat, if you see your number on the scoreboard, please remain in your seat, and a special officer will escort you to receive your prize. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. John Gordon with you now as we bring you the top half of the 5th inning in the scoreless game here between the Red Sox and the Yankees, and game number 4 of this 4-game series. And, of course, the Yankees need a victory here this afternoon to square up in the series. Right now they trail by 2-1. And the leadoff batter for the Sox will be number 24, Dwight Evans. And he'll be followed by Reed Nichols and then Dave Stapleton. No score in the game, and the Yankees have the only 2 hits, both of them from Bert Campaneris, a single in the 1st inning, and Campy had a single in the 3rd inning. Been a couple of base runners. Jim Rice was a base runner back in the 1st on a walk. Dave Winfield reached on a walk in the 1st inning. Butch Weiniger reached on an error. Those are other base runners in the game. Evans struck out his first time up. Righetti, through the first 4 innings of pitching, has walked 1 and struck out 7. And a curve is inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes account to Evans. Evans 4 for 11 in the series and currently hitting .232. 15 homers on the year. Swings and fouls 1 back to the netting. And the count at a ball and a strike. Righetti struck out Evans on a very, very good curveball the first time up. As a matter of fact, the breaking pitch has been a very effective pitch for Dave Righetti thus far against the Red Sox. Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's a fastball high, and it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Dave Righetti seeking to become the second 10-game winner for the Yankees. Ron Guidry has won 10 while losing 4. Here's a check swing, but Evans went around on it. Strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Righetti is number 4 in the American League in winning percentage with a .93 record. California's Bruce Keeson is number 1. Two balls, 2 strikes, a count to Evans, and here's the 2-2 delivery. A fastball fouled way up to the upper deck off to the right, and the count is holding at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the Yankees and the rest of the major leagues are off tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. The All-Star break coming up. The All-Star game to be played Wednesday night in Chicago at Comiskey Park. Yankees resume action against Kansas City Friday night at KC, and of course we'll be there to broadcast. Here's the 2-2 delivery inside 3-2. Yankees open a 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then a 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins. And then they're back home on the 14th of July against the Texas Rangers. 3-2 pay pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck him out on a fastball. 8 strikeouts in the game for Dave Righetti. Boy, he is pitching some game here this afternoon. Well, Righetti had 8 strikeouts in his last start, the shutout win over Baltimore. And he had 8 against Oakland back on the 28th of May, and when he beat the Athletics by a 5-2 score. Dave's career high is 11, and that was against the Boston Red Sox in the 1981 season. And you would have to say he certainly has a shot at that with 8 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings pitching so far. Here is Reed Nichols, who is 0 for 1 in the game. He lines a foul down the left field line to the upper deck and out of play, and the count is a ball and a strike to Nichols. In the first 9 batters that Righetti faced and the first 8 outs, Reed Nichols was the only Red Sox batter that did not strike out. He flied to right fielder Steve Kemp. And here's the 1-1 delivery. Changeup wide, 2 balls and 1 strike. Righetti struck out the side in the first, Remy, Boggs, and Armas. 2 in the second, Evans and Stapleton. 2 in the third, Newman and Hoffman. Remy batting for the second time in the 3rd inning, grounded out short to first. Swing and a fly down the right field line. This one is curving foul. It'll be out of play. Chasing Steve Kemp had no chance to get it, and the count holding at 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score in the game. The Red Sox and the Yankees in the Monday afternoon holiday special here. Good crowd on hand. Nichols batting with 1 down and nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righetti to the line, and here's the pitch. Curve, line foul past Eddie Yost at the third base coaching box. And it's 2-2 still to count to Reed Nichols. Well, the Red Sox are making a bid to finish strong before the All-Star break. They're presently 38-37, 1 game over 500. And they're only 4 games behind the division-leading Toronto Blue Jays. 2-2, and here's Righetti to the line and a pitch. Fastball, high and away. 3-2 and a full count. And the Yankees, of course, sitting in a very good position. They're presently 5 over 500 at 40-35. And trail the division-leading Blue Jays by just 2.5 games. 3-2 pay pitch. Inside, ball 4. Missed with a fastball. Nichols draws the second walk. Given up by Dave Righetti. He's at first, and Dave Stapleton will be the hitter.
The first baseman, Dave Stapleton.
Righetti is listed among the league leaders in the American League. He's tied for 3rd in the wins column with 9. He was number 5 in strikeouts with 77, but the 8 that he has now, giving him 85, puts him up into the number 4 spot ahead of Lamar Hoyt. Here's the set and the pitch out, but the runner Nichols is holding, and it'll be ball 1 to Stapleton. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. Yankees nothing and the Red Sox nothing, and the Red Sox batting in the top half of the 5th. Dave Righetti to the right-handed hitting Dave Stapleton. Nichols with the lead, Mattingly holding. And here's the pitch. Curve is in, and it's 1 strike to count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shane Raleigh is scheduled to open the road trip at Kansas City on Friday night. Shane 7-7 on the year after losing yesterday's game to the Red Sox. And he'll be pitching against Larry Gura. Righetti up high for a ball and 2-1. And Righetti is scheduled to pitch on Saturday against Bud Black and Ron Guidry. is scheduled to go on Sunday against Paul Splittorff. Those are the pitching matchups for the Kansas City series on Friday night at Kansas City. 2 balls, 1 strike. The runner at first is Nichols, and Righetti will check him back to the bag with a pickoff move, and he's back safely. This is the first inning that Righetti has been behind Red Sox batters. He was 3-2 to Evans and struck him out, 3-2 to Nichols, and he walked him. Now he's behind Stapleton, a 2-1. There goes the runner, and they got him picked off. Mattingly to second. The tag by Smalley in the out call. So Dave Righetti erases the base runner with a beautiful pickoff move. 1-3-6. And out stealing will be Reed Nichols. 2 down in the inning, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Stapleton. Well, the Red Sox, who are not a running team, they have only 11 stolen bases all season long. That's the 13th time they've been cut down attempting to steal. Here's the 2-1 to Stapleton. He bounds one foul past the third base coach, Eddie Yost. And it is a 2-2 count now to the right-handed hitting Red Sox first baseman. So Dave Righetti on a 2-2 delivery to Dave Stapleton. Should he reach, Jeff Newman would be next. And the pitch. Just missed outside with a fastball. And a full count of 3-2. So Righetti, who worked out of a very quick inning in the 4th, just 5 pitches, struggling some here in the 5th. 3-2 to every hitter. Foul. This one hit down the left field line and out of play. And it's still 3-2 to Dave Stapleton. On a hot day like today, you don't like to see that pitcher go 3-2 to too many hitters. And Righetti has been full count to all 3 that he's faced here in the 5th. Outfield plays Stapleton straight away. Stapleton has 5 hits in the series. And he came in with an 0 for 23 slate, fighting a season-long slump. 3-2, pay pitch. Popped up in the infield, right behind the pitcher's mound. Campaneris, Robertson, and it's going to be Andre. Robertson makes the catch. Stapleton is out, and the inning is over, and that's going to be all for the Red Sox here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And now, through 4.5 innings of play, it's the Red Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing. Well, the Yankees' lone representative in the All-Star game will be starting outfielder Dave Winfield. Ron Guidry was chosen to the All-Star team, but because of back spasms, he was forced to relieve himself from the game, and he will not be in uniform Wednesday night at Comiskey Park. Don't forget now the Yankees take on the Rangers for a 4-game weekend series to open their next homestand July 14th through the 17th. And the series will be highlighted by the annual Old Timers game on Saturday, July 16th. Don't miss seeing your favorite old timers, including the newest old timer, former Yankee Bobby Mercer, who will participate in his first game. Here's Butch Weiniger to lead off the Yankee 5th inning, and swinging on the first pitch from John Tudor. He pops it in the air behind second base. Jerry Remy is out to make the grab for the out. There's one down on one pitch, and Kemp is stepping in. And before he bats, let's take a 10-second Longines timeout on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Longines is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. This is Steve Kemp, who is 0 for 1 in the game. Swings and misses on a Tudor fastball. It came in on his hands, and it is no balls and 1 strike. Kemp bounced out to the first baseman, Stapleton. He made the play to pitcher Tudor covering at the bag, and is 0 for 1 in the game. Tudor right back, and the fastball is down low. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. No score in the game. The Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing. And here's the curve. It's in. Catches the inside corner, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Steve Kemp. This is Kemp's first appearance in the Red Sox series. He's been out, bothered by a bruised tailbone. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Tudor. Curve is wide, and 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees had a couple of base runners in the first inning, about their only real threat. Here's a line drive off the glove of Stapleton, the first baseman. He'll not be able to make a throw to Tudor covering at the bag, and Kemp is going to reach. And it'll be a hit for Steve Kemp. Now Stapleton was moving to his left, tried to play the short hop on the low liner, and the ball kicked off his glove into foul territory. When Stapleton ran it down, he was right at the tarpaulin area. And he lost his balance momentarily and could not make a throw. Kemp has reached for the Yankees' 3rd hit of the game. And Roy Smalley is going to be the batter. Smalley swings on the first pitch from Tudor, pops it foul off to the right. Newman's coming over. He may have room. It's just out of play. It's beyond the Yankee dugout in the 3rd row of the box seats. Chuck Mangione almost got that one. He's sitting down there enjoying the game at the moment. It was part of his party that is with him that caught that souvenir baseball. So it's 1 strike to count to Smalley. Roy bounced to the first baseman Stapleton, unassisted his first time up. He hit a ball right to the bag. Stapleton caught it and stepped on first to retire him. 1 strike. Now the set by Tudor, and he'll check the runner Kemp back to the bag at first. Tudor ready to pitch now as he sets and again throws to first, but Kemp is back in time. Yankees are batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning, and they are in a scoreless game at the moment with the Red Sox. Here's the set, the look, and the pitch, and a strike on the inside corner to Smalley. He takes it for strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield playing Smalley straight away. The infield, of course, double play depth. They'd like to get something on the ground here. The Yankees have a base runner. Kemp at first. There's 1 out, and Tudor again will check the runner back to the bag. Again, the left-hander Tudor as he looks to the runner. Here's the pitch. Smalley swings and bounces one on the right side. It's a base hit. Off at second base is Kemp, and he'll hold there as Evans is up with the ball very quickly and makes a lob throw into Remy into the infield. Back-to-back base hits by Kemp and Smalley, and the Yankees have runners at first and second. 1 away, and Andre Robertson will be the hitter. That ball was just past a diving Jerry Remy at second base. And Andre stepping in. Robertson 0 for 1. He lined out to left fielder Jim Rice his first time up. So the Yankees threaten to take the lead here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 on, 1 down. And the pitch. Robertson swings and fouls a fastball. Back it out of play. And strike one to count. Andre Robertson, the batter. Steve Kemp is at second base. And Roy Smalley behind him at first base. And the Yankees and the Red Sox in a scoreless game. Yankees have all the hits on the board. They have 4. The Red Sox are still looking for their first hit off of Dave Righetti. Now the set to look. And here's the Tudor pitch. Andre swings and fouls another fastball off to the upper deck, off to the right. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes to Andre Robertson. Tudor ready as he checks the runners, and the curve is wide. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The Yankees had 2 on in the first inning. Campaneris opened the game with a single for the Yankees and then stole second base. Winfield walked, and with 2 on, Piniella lined out sharply to Hoffman, the shortstop. He turned it into an unassisted double play, erasing Campaneris. Bounding ball and a base hit. It's to left, and Kemp is going to score, and the Yankees will have the early lead here. So, Steve Kemp scores on an Andre Robertson hit to left, and the Yankees lead it 1-0. Smalley stops at second base. Yankees now have 5 hits in the game, and that's RBI number 14 on the year for Andre Robertson. Well, the Yankees come up with 3 straight hits, all of them singles, and they have the first run in the game. They lead it 1-0, and here's Campaneris, who is 2 for 2. And the pitch, a fastball high and wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Campaneris singled to left in the first inning, and then looped a single into right center in the third inning. Smalley at second, Robertson at first, and still 1 out. Mattingly on deck. Here's the set by Tudor, pitch to Campaneris, inside, ball 2, and 2 balls and no strikes. Kemp's base hit was a low liner that skipped off the glove of first baseman Dave Stapleton. Smalley's hit past a diving Jerry Remy into right field, and Robertson's hit on the left side past Hoffman and Boggs. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to count to Bert Campaneris. Now Tudor is in danger now of loading the bases here with only 1 out in the inning. 3 balls, no strikes to count to Campaneris. Thus far, Tudor has walked only 1 in the game. That was Winfield back in the first inning. And the pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Well, the Red Sox have Bob Stanley loosening up now in the bullpen. Now the set. Here's the 3-1 delivery as Tudor looks to the runners and pitches. Strike 2 at the letters on the outside corner. And a full count now, 3-2. So Campaneris takes a pair of strikes, and the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Smalley, the lead runner at second. Robertson behind him at first. Ready to work. Left-hander Tudor sets and pitches. High, ball 4. That'll load the bases. Campaneris is on at first. Robertson moves to second. Smalley is on to third. And the batter is going to be Don Mattingly. Well, here in the bottom of the 5th, the Yankees have the lead at 1-0. Andre Robertson's base hit to left scored Steve Kemp from second. And the threat continues with the bases loaded, only 1 out. And the batter, Don Mattingly, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Fly to left, popped up. Second baseman Remy caught the ball, and it ended up being a double play. And the pitch. It's high, 1 ball and no strikes. Curveball just missed upstairs to the left-handed hitting Mattingly. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded. Lead runner at third, Roy Smalley. Full wind by Tudor. And here's the pitch. Mattingly swings and fouls it back to the upper deck. And a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Winfield due up next. Everybody at a base for the Yankees. As Tudor works to the line, and the 1-1 to Mattingly. The curve is in for a strike, and it is now 1-2. Mattingly takes a curveball, and 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. Mattingly steps back in. Tudor checks the lead runner, Smalley at third. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a breaking pitch out of the strike zone. Mattingly is down. Strikeout number 1 in the game for left-hander John Tudor. And now here's the confrontation between John Tudor and Dave Winfield as Winfield steps in. Well, Winfield, 3 RBIs in the series, a 2-run homer on Saturday night, and he picked up an RBI and a ground out yesterday. 0 for 1 this afternoon. He walked in the first inning, and he flied to center fielder Tony Armas in the fourth. Tudor to the line, and here's the pitch to Winfield. Inside a ball and 1-0. And Tudor's got to be careful here. He can't afford to work too far behind Winfield. He has no place to put him. The count, 1 ball and no strikes. Smalley at third, Robertson at second, Kevin Harris at first. And the pitch. That's a strike at the letters on the inside corner, and the count is even at 1-1. Winfield took it. One ball, 1 strike. Tudor trying to work out of a jam here in the 5th. Bases loaded and 2 away. Winfield trying to help the Yankees break the game open. They lead 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and it's 1-2. Boy, Winfield had a cut at that fastball. Now Tudor has the advantage. Pitcher ahead of hitter at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winfield has to be more protective of the plate. Outfield straight away for Winfield. They play him deep. And the line by Tudor. Here's the delivery. Popped it up. Foul ground. Newman coming back. He may have room. It's out of play. 7-8 rows up in the box seats off to the left. Winfield is still in there at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees get the first run of the game on a base hit from Andre Robertson. Scored Steve Kemp from second. Now Winfield steps out, then gets back in. He'll take his time. John Tudor standing tall on the mound. He's ready to work. Here's the 1-2 delivery. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck him out on a fastball. John Tudor really rears back and gets Winfield. Strikes out 2 in the inning. His first 2 in the game. At the end of 5, the Yankees won. The Red Sox nothing.
Righetti gasoline certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Joe Corincit of Whitestone, New York. Joe, I hope I said that right. We hope you'll make lots of trips to the ballpark for that gasoline. Prize number 3, a $250 Getty gasoline certificate. The winner is Rita Weber of Brooklyn, New York. Congratulations, Rita. Getty gasoline certificate. The winner is Paul Shepard of McClellanville, South Carolina. And prize number 5, another $250 Getty gasoline certificate. The lucky winner is Brian Bowman from St. Clair Shores, Michigan.
Shore Tire Company, located in Bricktown.
A little bit later on during the ball game, so don't go away. Our 4th of July celebration will continue.
Well, the Yankees have the lead at 1-0 as the Red Sox come to bat in the top half of the 6th inning. A ground ball single on the left side that just made it through past Boggs and Hoffman and into left field, scoring Kemp from second base, and the game's lone run thus far. Today's Martin Brothers lucky number is 493. Let me repeat the number, 493. If you are today's lucky number winner, go to your nearest Martin Brothers location with your card, and you'll receive a $50 gift certificate. Dave Righetti working to Jeff Newman, the leadoff batter for the Red Sox here in the top half of the 6th inning. And 1-0, the Yankees ahead. And the first pitch to Newman is outside a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Newman struck out swinging in the 3rd and is 0 for 1 in the game. Swing and a foul. This one will reach to the upper deck. Bounces off the facing and back down onto the screen. And a ball and a strike now to Jeff Newman. Red Sox and Yankees won't meet again until September. On the 19th, the Yankees have a series at Boston. Here's a fly to right. Kemp is there, and he's got it for the out. And there's one down. The leadoff batter, Jeff Newman, retired, and Glenn Hoffman will step in. And the Red Sox have their final appearance here at Yankee Stadium the very next week, September 27th through the 29th. All right, here's Hoffman, the number 9 batter in the order. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And a high fastball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Dave Righetti. First 8 outs, 7 of them were strikeouts. And the pitch. Curve popped in the air. Weiniger coming back, but it'll be out of play. It's on the screen, and the count is a ball and a strike now to Hoffman. Yankees and the Red Sox, final game of the 4-game series. The Yankees won the opener on Friday night, 12-8. Sox came back with wins Saturday night and yesterday afternoon. Curve foul to the upper deck off to the right, out of play. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Glenn Hoffman. Yankees have a run on 5 hits and no errors. The Red Sox, no runs, no hits, and they've made 1 error. Righetti pitching here in the 6th inning. 1 down and nobody on. Righetti erects to the line, and here's the pitch. Just missed with a breaking pitch on the outside corner. And it's a 2-2 count now to Glenn Hoffman. Jerry Remy due up next. It's hitters 8, 9, and 1 in the order to face Righetti here in the top half of the 6th inning. Here's the line and the 2-2 delivery. Hoffman swings, loops one into shallow left. Tough play. Smalley back, and he makes a running grab. Roy Smalley running away from the infield and into shallow left. Over the head catch to retire Hoffman. 2 down in the inning, and the batter is going to be Jerry Remy, who was struck out and grounded to first. Well, I see they have a rain and wind delay in Detroit now with the Tigers-Orioles game. And Detroit is leading that game by Baltimore is leading by a 5-4 score. Todd Cruz has hit a home run for Baltimore. He's helped them since coming over from Seattle. Strike 1 to count to Remy, and here's the pitch. A slider outside, and it is 1-1. Righetti has not pitched many sliders this afternoon. It's been mostly fastball and curveball. and he was using the curveball very effectively in the early innings. He struck out Evans and Hoffman on excellent breaking pitches. Real good curveballs. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Remy went after a pitch out of the strike zone. But that's been a very typical Righetti pitch here today. That one really fired in there by Righetti. He's had some kind of fastball this afternoon. So it's 1-2 the count to Remy. 2 down, nobody on. The Red Sox batting here in the 6th inning, trailing 1-0. Remy swings and fouls a fastball to the upper deck off to the left, and it'll be a ball and 2 strikes still to the left-handed hitter. Winfield in center field is not playing Remy as pronounced as Mumphrey has been in earlier games of this series. And Davis shaded toward left center. Here's a swing and a high pop to the shortstop. Third baseman Campaneris waving off Smalley now, and Campy makes the grab. And the cut of the infield, that's going to be all for Remy and the Sox here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Righetti now in 4 of the 6 innings that he's pitched, retiring the side in order. At the end of 5 1/2, the Yankees won and the Red Sox nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? We have more winners in our fabulous 4th of July celebration here at Yankee Stadium. Prize number 7, a set of men's golf clubs. Our winner, Susan Eisenberg of New York City. Congratulations. Our next prize, a set of women's golf clubs. Now the winner is Jack Barrier of Illinois, New Jersey. Now maybe Susan and Jack can make a swap. Jack got the ladies' club, Susan got the men's clubs. They'll work it out themselves. And now another set of men's golf clubs.
Well, Yankee baseball fans, now you can get your own official Yankee t-shirt and a special New York Yankee offer from Arnold Soft Sandwich Rolls. See packages at your favorite Arnold grocer for details, and step up to quality at Food Town with Arnold Rolls and a full variety of your favorite fixings for picnics and barbecues, including frankfurters, fresh ground meat, salads, pickles, cold cuts, charcoal, soda, and paper products. For warm weather eating, step up to quality with your favorite foods at Food Town, the supermarket.
The winner, a trip to the 1984 All-Star Game, which will be played in San Francisco. Our winner.
Well, we go now to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Yankees holding a 1-0 lead, and the leadoff batter will be Lou Piniella. Tell you, it's a hot day for Steve Palermo, the plate umpire, this afternoon. Ball players, of course, going through the paces here in the hot afternoon. 94 degrees at game time.
Is Bill Ritter.
That plate umpire, he's got as tough a job as anybody in the heat of the day. See, Palermo was over to the dugout, getting a cool glass of water in between innings. Perhaps that refreshes him some. All right, here's Piniella to lead it off now as the Yankees come to bat. This being the bottom half of the 6th inning. Piniella was out on a line drive his first time up and then flied to left. Deep fly ball that Rice caught at the warning track. Second time up in the 4th inning. 0 for 2 in the game. Piniella had an opportunity. He had a low liner right up the middle, and Hoffman made a very good play. He moved to his left, caught it, and then doubled off Campaneris at second base. Piniella swings. Here's a high fly, deep center field. Harris is back, and got it. Warning track in deep center. That ball is normally caught back there, Bill White.
Yeah, Armas gets a good jump on the ball. There's some question as to whether or not he might be able to play center field, but he certainly has not embarrassed himself. He's done an excellent job in this series.
So Lou Piniella takes Tony Armas to the warning track in Dunaway Center. Hit the ball over 400 feet. But it's nothing more than a long out here at Yankee Stadium, and there's one away. Here's Don Baylor, who is 0 for 2, flied to left, flied to center, and the pitch down low, and 1 ball, no strikes. Yankees have 5 hits in the game, 2 for Campaneris, and then they had consecutive singles by Kemp, Smalley, and Robertson. That produced the game's lone run in the 5th inning. Baylor swings, fouls a fastball to the upper deck, and it's a 2-strike count now. Don Baylor. Following Baylor will be Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch. High blast, deep left field, way back, way back. Touch 'em all, Don Baylor. Home run number 9 on the year for Baylor. To the left field seats, and the Yankees lead it by a 2-0 score. That's a Getty gunner for Don Baylor. It's the Yankees' 6th home run of this series. And a 2-0 lead. Got a fastball and lined it into the left field seats. Batter now is Weiniger, and the pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Red Sox have 9 homers in the series. They are homerless thus far today. A ball and a strike to count to Weiniger. Butch batting and 0 for 2 in the game. Reached in an air and popped to the second baseman, Remy. Down low, 2-1 the count. 6 hits in the game for the Yankees now. And the pitch. That's high, 3-1. Yankees now have hit 80 home runs. They're playing in their 76th game today. And they've hit 40 at home and 40 on the road. Fly to left. It's back and it's deep. Rice is right at the wall and makes the grab. Good catch. I don't know if he took a home run away from Weiniger or not, but he made a good grab.
He did make a good catch. He went back to the wall and leaped and caught it. It would have been high off the wall. Rice probably plays as deep a left field as you'll find here at this ballpark. He will not allow anything over his head. Going to be out of the ballpark. And Bob Stanley gets up and starts throwing again in the Red Sox bullpen.
All right, here is Steve Kemp. Kemp swings on the first pitch and hits one on 1 hop to Stapleton. He knocks it down and then flips to the pitcher Tudor covering for the out, and the inning is over. That's going to be all now for the Yankees here in the 6th inning. If they get a run on a hit, the homer by Baylor. No errors and nobody left. And at the end of 6 full, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 2-0.
Those seated in the bleachers and general admission seats, will the winners, when their numbers are announced, report to the Yankee office lobby located behind home plate in lobby 4. Please listen to the winners. General admission, section 21, row N, as in Nellie, seat number 20. Section 2, row P, as in Peter, seat number 6. Section 8, row W, as in Washington, seat number 10. And for those in the bleachers, section 43, row G, as in George, seat number 20. Section 39, row L, as in Low, seat number 28. Section 37, row P, as in Peter, seat number 9. Section 55, row K.
Let's take a 10-second Longines timeout on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Longines is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles.
Row 9, row G, seat number 21.
Oh, Dave Righetti with a 2-0 lead going into the 7th inning. He'll face fellow who right now is the toughest out in baseball. That's Wade Boggs, then Jim Rice, and Tony Armas. John?
All right, Bill. Boggs is 0 for 2 today. He took a called third strike his first time up, and he flied to center fielder Dave Winfield in the fourth inning. He hit the ball very well in the fourth, and Winfield, backtracking, made an over-the-head grab on a line drive. First pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Boggs. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Red Sox. They trail in the game 2-0. They've been out hit 6-0, and a curve is across, and it's a ball and a strike. Dave Righetti ready to work to the left-handed hitting Boggs. Here's the line by Righetti and the pitch. That one's way high and off the glove of Weiniger. Back behind home plate, 2-1 to count. Fastball got away from Righetti. Winfield shaded toward left center for the left-handed hitting Boggs. Campaneris is even with the bag at third. And Smalley is over to his right at shortstop. Here's the line by Righetti now in the 2-1 delivery. Check swing, but he made contact with a foul tip, and it's 2-2. Well, Righetti got a break there. That pitch was out of the strike zone. But Boggs could not draw the bat back in time, made some contact, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 7th, and Dave Righetti pitching to Wade Boggs, the leadoff batter. 2-strike delivery. Another check swing and a foul backing out of play. That pitch was out of the strike zone. Again, Boggs having trouble getting the bat out of the way. So the 2-2 count holds to Wade Boggs. Here's the line now as Righetti rocks and fires. Curve is hit in the air to center. Winfield is back. He's there, and he's got it. 1 down. Another well-stroked ball by Wade Boggs, but to the glove of Dave Winfield in center field. And here's Jim Rice. Walked in the first inning and flying to right field in the 4th inning. Righetti has walked 2. He's struck out 8. And he has not fanned anybody since the first out of the 5th inning. Struck out Dwight Evans. Working to the Red Sox here in the 7th. 2-0, Yankees lead. Fastball high, 1 ball and no strikes. And to the line, here's the 1-0 delivery. Wide, 2 balls and no strikes. Left-hander Righetti rocks to the line, and here's the pitch. That's low and inside. Gets away from Weiniger, and Righetti is way behind Rice now at 3-0. Jim Rice will be dressing out for the All-Star game on Wednesday night. Comiskey Park in Chicago. He is not one of the starting outfielders. Here is the 3-0 delivery. He had the green light. Swings and misses, and 3-1. Fastball. Three balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the line now by the left-hander Righetti, and the pitch. That's high, ball 4. Although I guess he might start with Reggie Jackson out now. Harvey Keene will have a decision to make, and I don't see why he wouldn't start Rice the way he's been hitting.
Well, I don't see why he wouldn't have started in the first place. He's having a better year than a lot of the people, and probably everybody who is starting. Maybe that's why the American League hasn't won in quite a while. They have a popularity contest. The other guys are sending players out there.
Well, the popular vote went to Reggie Jackson, Dave Winfield, and Fred Lynn, the starting outfielders. Swinging a foul by Armas and out of play, and it's no balls and 1 strike. 1 down, 1 on. Rice becomes a base runner for the 2nd time in the game. He's walked both times in the 1st and 7th innings now. And the only other base runner for the Red Sox in the game, Reed Nichols, on a 5th inning walk. He was picked off trying to steal. Armas swings and misses, strike 2. And Righetti's ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Well, all the stars in the major leagues will be returning to the city and ballpark where it all started in the Midsummer's Classic, the All-Star game at Comiskey Park on Wednesday. First game played in 1933 in Chicago's Comiskey Park. Here's the 0-2 delivery, a pop-up foul. It'll reach to the upper deck off to the right, and the count holding at no balls and 2 strikes. Waiting to hit next will be Dwight Evans. Righetti working from a set position. Rice at first and 1 down. Infield double play depth. Here's the set. And the Righetti pitch. Bounding ball foul to the Red Sox dugout off to the left. And the count holding at 0-2 to Armas. Yankees got a run in the 5th. Robertson singled home Kemp. A run in the 6th on a home run by Don Baylor. Baylor's 9th of the year. So Dave Righetti gone all the way, as has his mound opponent John Tudor. Sets and 0-2s, and it's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. At first, Jim Rice. Now the look. Left-hander Righetti delivers high and wide, 2-2 the count. It appears that Righetti still has the same zip on his fastball here in the 7th inning, but he just doesn't seem to have the location that he had in the early goings.
Let's not forget the temperature here, John Gordon, 94 degrees at game time. I'm sure that's taking its toll a bit on Dave Righetti.
First 2 innings when he struck out 5 of the 6 outs, he had some kind of location. Hit a bounding ball to short, should be 2. Smalley to Robertson 1. On the relay, that's a double play, and the inning is over. So Righetti induces the double play ball off the bat of Tony Armas, and the twin killing retires the Sox in the 7th. No run. Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th, and the Yankees holding a 2-0 lead. Had a record-setting performance in baseball last night, Bill, out on the West Coast. The Texas Rangers scored 12 runs in the top of the 16th inning and won the game 16-4 over Oakland, their 4th win in a row, and it was the most runs by one club in an extra inning, setting a record that was held by the 1928 New York Yankees. They had scored 11 runs in an extra inning game against the Detroit Tigers back in 1928 on the 26th of July. Minnesota did it against Oakland in 1969. Here's Tudor now to the right-handed hitting Roy Smalley. Hits a high fly to shallow left. Rice, who's playing deep, running in and makes the catch for the out. Can you imagine scoring 12 runs in an extra inning game?
That's quite a few. That's quite a few runs in any inning.
That's right.
Extra inning or within the ball game.
Quite a comeback for Oakland if they had won that one. Smalley is out on the opening pitch from Tudor on a fly to left, and here is Andre Robertson, who has the game's first RBI. He singled across Steve Kemp back in the 5th inning and is 1 for 2 in the game. Yankees have 6 hits, and of the 6, 5 of them singles and a home run from Don Baylor. He hit it in the 6th inning with nobody on, his 9th homer of the season. Andre swings and lofts a foul down the right field line. This one will go into the seats. A ball and a strike to Andre Robertson. Yankees got a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th. They lead 2-0. And we're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Andre swings and fouls it off his left leg. He appears to be all right. Stung momentarily, and it is 1-2 the count. Yankees open a 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals following the All-Star break. And they meet the Royals at Kansas City Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Then they play at the Metrodome Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Twins. And that will be the road trip. Pitch is down low, 2-2. They count to Andre Robertson. Return home here for a 10-day and 10-game road home stand against the Texas Rangers. Swinging a fly down the right field line. Here's Evans toward the foul line. He's there. Makes the grab for the out. 2 down in the inning, and the batter is going to be Bert Campaneris. Play 4 games against the Rangers, 3 games against Minnesota, and 4 games against Kansas City. Be home for 11 days and 11 games. Campaneris 2 for 2 in the game. He walked his last time up. Yankees had a big threat going in the 5th. They got their first run on the hit by Robertson, and Campaneris walked to load the bases with 1 out. But Tudor really bore down and struck out Mattingly and Winfield. Campaneris fouls 1 to the upper deck, and the ball and a strike to count to Campy. 2-0 Yankees lead. We're in the bottom half of the 7th, and here's John Tudor now to Bert Campaneris. He pitches high, and it's 2-1. 2-away, nobody on. Smalley, the leadoff batter, is flying to left, and Robertson is followed with a fly to right. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Andre Campaneris takes it high for ball 3, and 3-1 to count. Raleigh, Righetti, and Guidry are the 3 scheduled pitchers for the Yankees in the Kansas City series. Campaneris swings and misses, and 3-2 the count. Larry Gurr, who is considered to be a Yankee killer, will be pitching against Raleigh on Friday night. Campy swings, loops 1 to right. Here's Evans coming on. He's there and makes a catch. And Campaneris is going to be the 3rd out of the Yankees' 7th. 3 up, 3 down, and that's all for the Yankees in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Now through 7 innings of play, it's the Yankees 2 and the Red Sox nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our giveaways. Our next prize, a 19-inch color TV set. And the winner is Remo Loraldi of Flushing. Congratulations. Now we're pleased to announce that Richard Whiten of Waterbury, Connecticut has won $1,000 in cash. Congratulations, Richard.
Well, after 7 full innings of play, the Yankees have 2 runs, 6 hits. They've played airless baseball. And the Boston Red Sox, no runs on no base hits, and they've made 1 error. And here in the top of the 8th inning, Dave Righetti will be pitching to Dwight Evans, Reed Nichols, and Dave Stapleton. Yankees leading 2-0. They got a run in the 5th, and they added another one in the 6th on a solo home run by Don Baylor. Baylor's 9th home run of the year and his 33rd run batted in. So Dave Righetti has struck out Evans twice. Evans was the last strikeout recorded by Righetti back in the 5th inning. And Evans also struck out in the 2nd. Dave with a total of 8. And he has walked 3. So Evans stands in. Evans batting .230, 15 home runs, 39 runs batted in. And here's the first pitch to Evans. Fastball hit down the right field line. Going into the corner is Kemp. In the corner near the line, leaps up and makes a catch. Steve Kemp going all the way to the wall. Ball looked like it was in foul territory. Getting ready to go into the stands, and Steve Kemp leaped up, made the catch, and first base umpire Rick Reed all the way down in the corner with Kemp made the out call. So Kemp, reaching into the first row of the seats down in right field, makes a put out in foul territory, and that'll bring on Reed Nichols. Nichols has flied to right field, and he's walked, so he's 0 for 1 in the game. Bob Shirley and Gossage get up now in the Yankee bullpen. Yankees have a 2-0 lead playing the top half of the 8th inning. Nichols takes a strike down the outside corner. Bert Campaneris, the third baseman. He's in even with the bag at third. Mattingly shortened up just a little bit at first base. Red Sox have left just one runner on in this ball game. That was in the 1st inning when Remy and Boggs struck out, Rice walked, and Armah struck out. The 1-strike pitch, low, it's 1-1 on Reed Nichols. On deck is Dave Stapleton, the first baseman. Getting a little overcast now here at the stadium. 1-1 pitch to Nichols. Swung on, hit to center field. Winfield moving back, backpedaling, and makes a catch. 2 outs. And with each put out, these Yankee fans get up and they give Dave Righetti a standing O. Here's Dave Stapleton, the first baseman. Stapleton has struck out and popped up. He's 0 for 2. Two men out, nobody on. Yankees ahead 2-0 in the top of the 8th. Righetti trying to win his 10th. And the pitch. Popped up right side in foul territory. Don Mattingly calling near the tarpaulin. He's got it. And they're 2 out. That's it. That's 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down at the end of 7.5 innings of play. The Yankees 2, Boston 0.
Paul's American Tire with 2 convenient locations in Springfield, New Jersey.
From Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
All right, let's take a look at the Yankees scoreboard, brought to you by members only, makers of outerwear and spectator wear. Night games tonight: Seattle at Toronto, Milwaukee at Cleveland, Kansas City at California, and Texas at Oakland. In the top of the 9th, Chicago batting. And right now, the White Sox are leading 10-6 over Minnesota. Walker and Kuntz have homered in the game. Walker for the White Sox, Kuntz for the Twins. And the wind and rain delay in the 5th inning. Baltimore is leading Detroit 5-4. Todd Cruz has homered for Baltimore. National League, Mets and Phillies play tonight. First of 2, Pittsburgh beat St. Louis 7-2. In the second game, Cardinals lead it 8-1 at the end of 5. First of 2, Montreal ends Chicago's win streak of 6-3. Montreal beating the Cubs. Second game just underway. Atlanta at Cincinnati. Los Angeles at Houston, San Francisco at San Diego later on. Bill?
Pitches 1 strike on Mattingly. He loops 1 to shortstop. Backing up as a shortstop, Hoffman. Glasses down. He makes the catch, and there's 1 away. We're in the 9th inning. Bottom of the 8th inning, and the Yankees leading Boston 2-0. 1 out, nobody on.
All right, the Yankee scoreboard brought to you by Members Only. Members Only, changing the look of America with outerwear and spectator wear. In the styles to fit your style, to fit to go with every move you make. So make it members only. Make something happen for you.
All right, John, here's Dave Winfield. He has walked, fly to center, and struck out. Dave is 0 for 2 in the game. Righetti, by the way, in the 9th inning will have to pitch to Jeff Newman, Glenn Hoffman, and Jerry Remy with a 2-0 lead. Pitch to Winfield on the outside corner, strike 1. And Winfield takes inside, 1-1. And Tudor's pitch is fouled back by Winfield, and the bat flies out of Winfield's hands. 1-2, just missed a home plate umpire, Steve Palermo. The count, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dave Winfield. With 1 out, nobody on, Yankees up 2-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Yankees. Red Sox, no runs, no hits, 1 error. And we're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lou Pinella's on deck. Winfield taking his time getting back in the box. Now the 1-2, swung on and fouled back upon the screen. And John Tudor, who has pitched an excellent game for the Red Sox, gets a new baseball. Left-hander John Henry Johnson and Luis Saponte, a right-hander, warming up for the Sox. Tudor's 1-2 to Winfield. Swung on, high chopper to short, backing up Hoffman. He's got a long throw, and ball is dropped at first base by Stableton, and Winfield is safe. And Winfield gets a base hit. So Winfield on at first base with 1 away, and that'll bring on Lou Piniella. Pinella's 0 for 3 in the game. He lined into a double play in the 1st inning, flied to left field in the 4th, and flied deep to center field in the 6th inning. Lou batting .315, 2 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Moving on deck is Don Baylor. Stapleton holding Winfield at first base with 1 away as Tudor sets. And the pitch to Piniella, pitch out, but Winfield was not going. It's ball. Yankees trying to tie the series at 2 games apiece. They won the opener. The Red Sox won the next 2. Chiefly off the bat of Jim Rice, their fine left fielder. Here's a set by Tudor. He'll go to first base. Winfield gets back easily. Now Piniella doing a little landscaping around the batter's box on the right side. Time called by home plate umpire Steve Palermo. Now we're ready. The set by Tudor. And the pitch to Piniella. Swung on, pop foul, coming back toward the Yankee dugout. Newman's back there and reaches in, and I believe he's got it. Palermo fell down, and the throw down to second base is not in time. Palermo fell down. He's hurt. Steve Palermo hustling back with that pop-up. As Newman reached in the stands and made the catch, Palermo right with him, hit the retaining wall. He's down, and after the catch, Winfield went on to second base. And everybody's down around Steve Palermo, just under us. And looking in from center field would be just to the left of the Yankee dugout. A fine catch by Jeff Newman. He reached way in, made the catch, fell in, came out. And when he came out, he not only threw the baseball down to second base, but he had a fan's hat. Palermo, running with Newman, slipped down and slipped into the retaining wall. He did not see Newman make the catch, but a fine grab by Jeff Newman, and Palermo is still down. Billy Martin down there along with the other umpires. Gene Monahan, the Yankee trainer there. Jeff Newman, who made the catch. Don Baylor and Lou Piniella, and also John Tudor. And we certainly hope that Steve Palermo is not hurt.
41,077. 41077.
And Palermo's up now.
147,037.
Ken Nigro, the Yankee publicist, has just given us the total attendance for this afternoon's game, 41,077. And for the 4-game series with the Red Sox, a total of 147,37. So Palermo's up, and Jerry Neudecker and Al Clark and Rick Reed escorting him toward the Yankee dugout. I think they're trying to talk Steve into leaving the ball game. It's hot out there. Steve, of course, wants to stay in. He's going to stay in. And now Piniella's saying the ball wasn't caught cleanly. Lou Piniella, after Palermo says, hey, I'm going to stay here an umpire, Piniella now wants to discuss that catch by Jeff Newman. And it's a put out. So Newman makes a fine catch. That's out number 2. Winfield goes to second base after the catch. And Piniella has just broken his bat. He's quite upset, but it was a fine catch by Newman. Ball just eluded an outstretched arm of a fan there, and Newman made the catch cleanly. So Palermo is going to stay in this ball game. Looks like he might have injured his left wrist, plus he got banged up pretty hard against the wall, and now they're going to put Don Baylor on intentionally and a pitch to Butch Weiniger. Yankees lead 2-0. Winfield is down at second base. There are 2 outs, and Baylor will be intentionally passed here. That's Steve Palermo showing a lot of moxie. Frank Messer staying in this ball game. Of course, he might realize the situation.
Yes, I have to agree with that.
Here's ball 2 on Baylor. And here's ball 3. Baylor, we mentioned, had homered off John Tudor his last time up. And here's ball 4. Baylor intentionally passed to bring on Butch Weiniger. Weiniger 0 for 3. Got on an error by the third baseman, Wade Boggs. That was in the second inning. Popped to second base in the 5th and flied to left field in the 6th. So excellent speed on the base pass for the Yankees. Winfield down at second base. Baylor on at first with 2 down. Tudor delivers to Weiniger, and it's a called strike. Yankees 2 runs, 7 hits. The Red Sox no runs, no hit. 1 error in the ball game, led by the Sox third baseman Boggs. The 1-strike pitch to Weiniger. Hits outside, 1-1. Last no-hitter pitched by a Yankee back in 1956, 5th game of the World Series. The only perfect game in World Series history. Don Larson against the Dodgers. Throw the first base after the pitch was wide, and Baylor dives back in. He's safe. 1951, Allie Reynolds pitched 2 no-hitters. Beat Cleveland on July 12th and Boston on September 28th. There's the 2-1 to Weiniger. And it's a called strike, 2-2.
When that second one, Bill, the one where Yogi Berra did not catch the final out, foul pop, and the next pitch, same play, and he did catch it.
Is that Ted Williams batting?
Ted Williams batting.
First game of a doubleheader. Here's the 2-2. Runners going. Swung on and fouled back by Weininger, and the count remains 2-2. Winfield will have to go back to second. Baylor back to first. In 1936, Monty Pearson pitched a no-hitter against Cleveland. 1923, Sam Jones beat Philadelphia. 1917, George Mogridge beat Boston. And in 1910, Tommy Hughes beat Cleveland. Looks like they're picking on Cleveland. Outside to Weininger, 3-2. So the runners will be moving on this 3-2 pitch. There they go in the pitch. Just missed outside. Newman thought it was a strike. So did Tudor. Ball 4, bases loaded. Winfield at third, Baylor down at second, Weininger on at first, and the batter Steve Kemp. Kemp is 1 for 3 against Tudor. Twice he's bounced to first base. He's also got a base hit off Stapleton's glove and scored on a single by Andre Robertson for the game's first run in the 5th inning. Yankees got their second run when Don Baylor hit his 9th home run of the year with nobody on in the 6th. Here's a first pitch to Kemp. Line, base hit, will go in the corner in right field. Winfield scores easily. Baylor will score. And Weininger will hold at third base. The Yankees now lead 4-0. And I believe that's going to be all for John Tudor. Ralph Houck started out of the dugout, went back. Now Ralph is coming out. Big hit for Steve Kemp. A 2-run single giving the Yankees a 4-0 lead. So let's take a 10-second Longines timeout on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Longines is the official timekeeper of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Well, there's a break in the action here in the bottom of the 8th with the Yankees leading Boston by a score of 4-0.
Shortstop, Roy Small.
Bob Stanley, the new Red Sox pitcher, he comes in with runners at first and third, and 2 down, and pitches to Roy Smalley, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Stanley, of course, the ace of the Red Sox bullpen. He's making his 32nd appearance. He's won 5, lost 4, 16 saves. And he backs Smalley off inside with the fastball. It's 1-1. Big hit by Steve Kemp as he singled into the right field corner, driving in Winfield and Baylor. 1-1 pitch, sliced foul in the mezzanine section off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Smalley. Smalley is 1 for 3 in the game, a single to right field back in the 5th inning. Now Stanley working quickly, deals a breaking ball. It's high, 2-2. Weininger off third, Kemp off first. Here's a 2-2 to Smalley. Bounced off first base. It's a fair ball. Stapleton has it, and he'll tag the bag and makes a put out unassisted. But the Yankees pick up 2 more runs on just 2 base hits, and they leave 2 men on base. And at the end of 8, the Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-0.
A cargo plane was cruising east at 19,000 feet when the door slid open, and a Spinet piano exited. Mr. and Mrs. Miles Winiger were deep in sleep when the Spinet made an unauthorized landing in their dining room. Fortunately, the Winigers had Sentry Plain Talk home insurance, which showed they had inflation-proof protection from fire, theft, storms, and flying pianos. If you own a home, call Sentry, where all's well, even when all isn't.
Today's attendance is 41,077, bringing the season total to 1,09,156. And the Yankees say thank you to the greatest fans in the world.
Well, we will be going to the 9th inning. Dave Righetti will work to Jeff Newman, Glenn Hoffman, and Jerry Remy. And what a 4th of July afternoon here at Yankee Stadium, Bill White. A crowd of 41,077 on hand. And the Yankees have passed the million mark in seasonal attendance, now with 1,009,156. And what an afternoon for Dave Righetti.
This could be a memorial afternoon, a memorable afternoon for this youngster on Memorial Day.
That's
on the 4th of July, rather. Wait a minute. I'm getting upset.
I hope he doesn't get upset. First pitch to Newman. Swing and a miss on that high fastball. Strike 1. Boy, Palermo's hanging in there, too, behind the plate.
Yeah, he doesn't feel good. Yeah, I think his knee hurts him, his wrist hurts him, but he's staying in there.
Righetti kicks and deals. Newman takes high ball. Righetti has used mainly fastballs this afternoon. I believe, Bill, watching some of the game from the stands downstairs for the giveaways. 1-1 pitch. High. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, the key, Frank, is not to try too hard. And just in case he does try too hard, the Yankees have Gossage warming up in the bullpen. I think Bob Shirley's behind him also throwing. That's just Gossage.
The 2-1 pitch to Newman. High and away, ball 3.
Weininger probably should just calm him down a little bit.
Righetti has walked 3, struck out 8. Swing and a miss. 3-2 on Newman. Newman has struck out and flied to right. I don't think anybody has left this ballpark. 3-2 pitch to Newman. Foul back in the crowd.
Well, I know one who might have might be on the bridge.
High Righetti looks to Weininger. Starts the motion. The kick. The pitch. Walked in. Pitch just inside. That'll be walk number 4 allowed by Righetti. You know, Bill White, those 2 runs the Yankees scored in the bottom half of the 8th, the 2 runs driven in by Kemp, are mighty, mighty big runs now for Righetti.
Big runs, Frank, because sometimes you tend to, I think, lose sight of the fact that, number 1, you want to win the ball game, and number 2, whatever other things positive that happen, you take them. And certainly, it'll be a big positive thing happening here.
All right, Glenn Hoffman, the batter, and the breaking ball is over. Strike one. Down at first base, Mattingly backs off, does not hold Newman on. Campaneris in even with a bag at third. Smalley and Robertson double play depth. The outfield spread. The ball foul back into the mezzanine. That could be quite a souvenir for one of the fans. Outfield is spread out, trying to guard all the exits, with Hoffman a spray hitter at the plate. He has struck out and popped up in 2 trips. The set by Righetti and the pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Came in on his hands and he fouled it into the Red Sox dugout. Third base coach Eddie Yost claims the baseball, flips it back to the bat boy. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on Hoffman. Righetti struck out 3 in the first inning, 2 more in the second, 2 more in the third, and 1 in the fifth. He has not struck out a man since he fanned Evans in the fifth. 0-2 pitch. High with a fastball. 1-2. Righetti has thrown a lot of pitches, but he threw more over the first 4 or 5 innings than he has in the later innings. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground is short. Smalley has to Robertson out at second. Back to first. Safe at first base. Safe at first. Robertson's throw pulled Mattingly off the bag to the right field side. And Hoffman is safe at first base.
Now, Don tried to keep that toe on the bag, just couldn't, and a good call by the first base umpire, Rick Reed. Watched the play all the way, and no argument from the Yankees. That was a tailor-made double play, simply an errant throw by Yankee second baseman Andre Robertson.
So there is 1 out. Hoffman at first. Mattingly again will play behind the runner with left-hand hitting Jerry Remy at the plate. Remy has struck out, grounded out, and popped up. Righetti has his glove off, adjusting his belt or shirt.
I think Righetti's a little bit disappointed that the double play was not made behind him. Of course, he can't let that affect his pitching.
Nope. And the pitch to Remy. Bouncing ball right side. Robertson goes to first, out. Advancing to second base, Hoffman. Robertson made the right play.
Well, he wanted to make sure he got one sure, and he did that. Listen to these fans now.
Well, don't go away. This place may erupt any moment. Wade Boggs, the batter. He has struck out once, flied twice to Winfield in center.
And this is the toughest out in baseball today, Frank. This guy has 101 base hits.
They play him well around to the left side, although he's a left-hand hitter. He takes a pitch just outside.
Well, forget he's got anything left. He better go back and get it here.
A runner at second, 2 outs. Could be the biggest day of Righetti's career. At the belt, the pitch. Has the plate, knee high, a strike call, 1-1. Fans are standing all over the stadium. 41,077 on this 4th of July, urging Righetti on. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 2, a ball and 2 strikes. Righetti circles around the mound, steps back up on top. Don't tell me he doesn't know it. There's never been a pitcher that did it that did not know it was coming. The 1-2 pitch. Foul back in the upper deck on the left side. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Wade Boggs. Righetti asks for another baseball and gets it from Steve Palermo. Again circles around the mound to the third base side. Now up to the pitching rubber. Plants the left foot on the slab, looks down to Weidiger. Hiding the ball behind the left hip. The set and the pitch. A ball a little bit high, and it's 2-2. The Yankees lead 4-0. Glenn Hoffman is at second base, 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. And Dave Righetti on the threshold of making history here at Yankee Stadium. He sets the kick and the pitch. He struck him out. Righetti has pitched a no-hitter. Dave Righetti has pitched a no-hitter. He strikes out Boggs for the final out of the ball game. And the Yankees pour on the field to congratulate Dave Righetti. A no-hitter for Righetti.
Frank, that had not been done since 1956 when Don Larson pitched his perfect game in the World Series against the Brooklyn Dodgers, the then Brooklyn Dodgers. So the first Yankee to pitch a no-hitter since 1956, and this kid, with the temperature in the 90s, richly deserved this big win and the no-hitter. He's waving to the fans. They're all on their feet, giving him a standing ovation. A great game by Dave Righetti. Look at him. You like to see him happy like that.
Well, I tell you, if you can't get happy when you pitch a no-hitter, you're never going to be happy in your life.
They're still standing for Dave Righetti. He's out front of the Yankee dugout, waving his cap to the fans. And as you mentioned, Frank Messer, 41,077 here, and many of them still here as they are helping Dave Righetti celebrate his probably greatest moment in his baseball career.
I would have to think it would have to be his greatest moment, Bill. Let's see. I want to get double-checked on the scorecard, having been downstairs. I've got 4 walks given up by Righetti and 9 strikeouts as he ended the ball game as he started it. He struck out the first batter, Jerry Remy, went on to strike out the side in the first inning with a walk to Rice, and he ends the ball game by striking out Wade Boggs for his 9th strikeout in the game. So a no-hitter pitched here at Yankee Stadium by left-hander Dave Righetti as we witnessed history on this 4th of July, 1983 at Yankee Stadium here in New York. I'll be back with more on wrapping up this game. We'll have our regular post-game shows. The final score, the New York Yankees 4 and the Boston Red Sox nothing. We will go back and look at the totals on the ball game for the New York Yankees. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. For the Boston Red Sox, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Dave Righetti, the winner, with a no-hitter. His record is 10-3. It was his 5th win against only 2 losses in his career against the Red Sox. And the losing pitcher, John Tudor, whose record evens up at 5 wins and 5 losses. Righetti, in pitching his no-hitter, walked 4 and struck out 9 men in the ball game. The fans are still hanging around. Chuck Mangione, who played our national anthem this afternoon and drew our prize winners, has just gone over to put his arms around Righetti as we view the scene on the dugout steps from our vantage point here in our Yankee radio broadcast booth. We, of course, have John Gordon in the dugout, and he'll be talking to Dave Righetti just as soon as we possibly can. Of course, Righetti, the focal point of all the media here at Yankee Stadium. Brian Ferguson will let me know when we're ready to get downstairs and hear from Dave. Let's go back and look at his no-hitter. In the first inning, he struck out Remy and Boggs, walked Rice, and struck out Armas. In the second inning, he retired the side in order. He struck out Evans. Reed Nichols hit a fly ball to right, the opposite field, and he struck out Stapleton. In the third inning, Righetti struck out Jeff Newman and Glenn Hoffman, and Jerry Remy grounded out to shortstop Smalley. In the fourth inning, 2 fly balls, Boggs to center, Rice to right. Armas became the first man to pull a ball off Righetti when he grounded down to third base. In the fifth inning, Righetti struck out Evans. He walked Nichols, Reed Nichols, and Nichols was picked off, caught stealing. The play going 1-3-6, and Stapleton popped up to second baseman Andre Robertson. In the sixth inning, Jeff Newman, a right-hand hitter, again hit the ball to the opposite field, a fly ball to right, caught by Kemp. Hoffman popped up to shortstop Smalley, and Jerry Remy, left-hand batter, popped up to third baseman Bert Campanaris. In the seventh inning, Wade Boggs flied to center. Righetti walked Jim Rice for the second time in the game, and then induced Tony Armas to ground into a 6-4-3, or shortstop to second to first, double play. The Red Sox went in order in the eighth inning. Dwight Evans fouled out to Steve Kemp down toward the right field corner. Reed Nichols flied to center, and Dave Stapleton popped up in foul ground to first baseman Don Mattingly. Now in the ninth inning, with the Yankees leading 4-0, Steve Kemp driving in a pair in the bottom half of the eighth, Righetti walked Jeff Newman, leading off the inning. Glenn Hoffman hit a ground ball to shortstop Smalley. It looked like a double play. Smalley to Robertson. They got Newman at second. Robertson's throw to first base pulled Mattingly off the bag, and Hoffman reached. Jerry Remy grounded toward the hole between first and second. Robertson to the glove side came up with the ball and fired to first for the sure out. Hoffman moving to second. And then Wade Boggs, who leads the major leagues in base hits with 101, was the batter who could spoil it for Righetti, and Righetti struck him out. His ninth strikeout of the ball game, and that is a man-by-man, batter-by-batter recap of Dave Righetti's no-hitter here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon. The Yankees did not really wear John Tudor out. The Red Sox southpaw had allowed only 1 hit and no runs until the bottom half of the fifth inning. Steve Kemp, an infield hit, moved up on a base hit by Smalley and scored on a base hit by Andre Robertson.
Myself walk up and down the bench and say myself and sit I was too nervous. Yeah, but Dave, up in the booth, there's no superstition. Down here there is. I thank you.
And then Don Baylor in the sixth inning homered to the seats in left field to give the Yankees a 2-0 lead. In the eighth inning, with 1 out, Winfield a hit, 2 outs, an intentional walk to Baylor, a walk to Weininger, and Steve Kemp ripped a single to right to drive in 2 more runs, and the Yankees win it 4-0. But the story here at Yankee Stadium is Dave Righetti. Dave Righetti, a no-hitter, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Well, John Gordon down there in the dugout, a lot of excitement, I know, and you're waiting for Righetti to come over.
All right, Frank, and Dave is coming to us right at this moment. He had to take another curtain call.